Are you serious? Are you serious? Now the Cold War is moving all the way to space? Star Wars? What? This is not what we need, but this is what we've got. This is a new era. Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. I want to go right. You have to turn a Bible to Luke 21. And I'll read it for you in just a moment. But first, let me give you the update of what's going on. I want to thank Mike Dell for this report. I want to thank Reverend Gary for information we've been receiving. And Nick of New York today. Some powerful information. But it tells you in Luke 21 that this very issue would happen. Star Wars in the heavens. Signs in the heavens. In the sun, the moon, the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity and the sea and the waves roaring. So check this out. The Ukraine crisis is now in space as the United States takes on the Russians. Only this time it's over the International Space Station. Even during the paranoia and the antagonism of the Cold War, the United States and Russia managed to find common ground in space. But in July of 1975, they worked together. Both countries celebrated the first joint space flight as Apollo and Soyuz spacecrafts docked in orbit. Now, astronauts and cosmonauts smiling for the cameras as they shook hands through the airlock. But now the spirit of cooperation appears to have died. With the International Space Station, the $150 billion operation, the International Research Laboratory that is still physically divided along Cold War lines, becoming the rope in a tug of war between America and Russian politicians. Now, the dispute began in April when a leaked NASA memo revealed that the agency would be suspending all contact with the Russian government because of the country's ongoing violation of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Although the involvement of the United States government has been explicit, the space agency decision was widely assumed to have involved the White House and the State Department. Subsequent export restrictions, more specifically high technology defense articles or services, confirmed the United States' intent to punish Russia's struggling space industry. You know what? Are you sure they're struggling? If last time I checked, President Obama, you canceled all NASA shuttles. You eliminated the space program, and we have to catch a ride with the Russians to get to the International Space Station. So who's struggling? Who's really struggling here? Who's really behind the eight ball? Are you serious? Are you serious? What? Are you serious? Something biblical's going on here, folks. There's fighting going on in the heavens. We've got, and I'll give you the full report tonight in our live broadcast. Don't miss it tonight, Sunday night live from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Also on live stream, also on new live stream, of course, Roku satellite television, Blog Talk Radio. You can, if you're not going to be home, but you don't want to miss this live 3 hours of intense biblical information as it relates to Bible prophecy, you can listen on your cell phones by simply dialing this number, 347-324-5208. That's 347-324-5208. If you missed the broadcast, you want to get it on an archive, it's at Blog Talk Radio. It's even on iTunes. You can find it under Coming Apocalypse or Paul Begley, so you can listen to it again. All right? So I want you to get the information. I want you to get the information because information brings revelation, which will bring a manifestation of the coming King. And you need this information, folks, so that you are prepared to meet the Lord. Are you saved? The Bible says, again, Luke 21:25. It says, there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and distress of nations, with perplexity or confusion, and the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. What's going on as we enter in, not only to this comet linear debris field, but look past that even, to this new galactical plane of asteroids, meteorites, balls of energy, things flying through the space and through at unbelievable, innumerable numbers that the earth will eventually encounter. And you can read all about it if you want to. Revelation chapter 8, when fire and brimstone, when it's like a mountain burning crashes to the sea, or like a lamp burning, and the wormwood destroys about a third of the population, a third of the ships, a third of the creatures in the sea. Are you serious? Are you serious? It's coming, folks. I can't. What do you want me to do? Jesus said it's coming. Jesus said it's coming.